to Randy Reviews. Excuse my voice. I had a time last night and my voice is kind of gone, but I told myself I was going to record a video every weekend unless I'm not at home for some odd reason. So yeah, I'm just sticking to my word and pushing through. Ooh, excuse me. So today I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be reviewing TheRealReal.com. So the reason why I wanted to review them is because, number one, I've purchased a lot of items from them, and I know they're a little controversial. I think at one point somebody or a rumor was floating that not all of their pieces were legit or authentic. We'll get into it, and I'm going to show you guys what I've purchased over the years from them and just give you an overall rating of their services as well as like the items themselves. So I heard about The Real Real from Monroe Steele at Fashion Steele NYC, and I was very interested because I had never purchased like luxury items before, and so before I just went straight to Gucci, Louis Vuitton, or a department store, I was like, this is a perfect way for me to not only like tiptoe into buying luxury and designer pieces, but also like finding stuff that's like vintage or like that is one of a kind, unique items. I'm a huge thrifter, so I already like the idea of buying secondhand, but also, when you're not used to spending $1,000, for example, on a pair of sandals, like you have to work your way up to that if you ever get to that point. But, instead of going right out, splurging, feeling crazy, or never pulling a trigger, why not start with, a $200 pair or $300 pair, just go up one price point. So if you're used to spending $50 to $100, let's say, for example, on a pair of shoes, going up to $300 is substantial. Trust me. And when it comes to how I spend my money, I'm very picky. So sometimes I have to try other ways, other avenues to do stuff because I can't just go straight out. Now I can, but at this time I'm talking 3-4 years ago, I could not. You know what I'm saying? That just wasn't. And I had money. I got bonus every year, so I could have splurged. But I'm just not like that. Like that's just not my thing. So anyway, heard about The Real Real from Monroe Steele. Checked it out. Instantly loved it. They have an app. I just feel like apps are so much better. If you're somebody, especially who shops mostly on your phone, if the site doesn't have an app, it's like, what are you doing? You're wasting my time. If I gotta log in and then you can't see it correctly, so you gotta scroll in and out to get the pictures, so you need an app. So, but apps are addictive because it's so easy to just go on there and, spend hours and hours and hours scrolling, which I have done. So, around the controversy of The Real Real, I know it's two things that people were starting to feel some type of way about and kind of were shying away from them. Number one, they had a no return policy on their handbags. And I get why that would be upsetting. If you're spending $3,000, $20,000, whatever, on a handbag, and then you get it, and you don't love it, or something's wrong with it, whatever, you can't return it, like that's ludicrous, that's crazy. So for that reason, I could see you kind of going somewhere else. The second thing, like I said, was people were saying that some of the items were not authentic. I don't know how true that is because I feel like this is a major corporation with, dozens of stores around the world. And I just feel like they wouldn't risk their reputation by selling stuff that isn't authentic guaranteed because they have an authenticity guarantee policy. So it's like, why would I waste my time selling stuff that's not real when somebody can come get it authenticated by another place and prove to us that it's not real, and then we have a, discrepancy on our hands. So I don't know, I don't really buy into that, but I do see why, if you can't return something, that will be an issue. Since probably last year though, they have created this returnable thing. You have to pay like an extra fee to make it returnable, meaning they still have a non-returnable policy on most of their handbags if you don't pay an extra fee. and then it's like an extra little, you know how like if you buy something from Walmart and they have like that coverage, you know, for $9.99, and it's like the Rashurion or one of them other companies. It's something similar to that. I haven't used it, so I don't know, you know, how smooth it is, if it's easy to just return your stuff and get your money right back, or if it takes time. I don't know, because I haven't used that extra thing. But you know, they listened to their customers and made some type of change. I just don't know if people are happy with that, or they're just like, epic, I'll go to Fashion File or Rebag or somewhere else. Okay, so yeah, that's neither here nor there. I like The RealReal. I will continue to purchase items from there. I mostly get shoes because they are returnable 99% of the time, unless they're on like the super duper low 75% off clearance sale or something. But most of the time they are returnable. You do have to pay your own shipping if you ship it back, or if you have a store near you, you can take them to the store and it's like a $7 fee or something to return it that way. So let me start. I'm going to actually start with my most recent purchase, and then I'll work my way back. So a couple weeks ago, I bought these Givenchy little sandals. I just wanted something logo-centric. I wasn't really looking for logo-centric. Let me take that back. I wanted something from one of the major Italian designers that was not rubber, because I have some rubber sandals. I'll talk about them in a minute. So I was looking for either like fabric or leather, and I wanted them to be something that matched one of my handbags that I already have. I have a gray Givenchy handbag, so I figured these would go perfect. They were in my price range. I try to stay like under $300 or so, especially if they're like used, because I've gotten brand new items from there too, FYI, but these are used, but they're in good condition. I think I paid around $260, and that was with tax and shipping. So there's that. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say. They did not come with a box, but they did come with a dust bag, and they came in a, you know, quick speed and order, and they look good. And yeah, you know, they have stickers on the bottom that says returns will only be accepted if the sticker remains attached. So there's that. They were returnable up until a certain point, so I had no problem. I love them. I haven't worn them yet outside of the house, so I can't say how comfortable they are, because this material can be stiff sometimes around your feet, so that's to be determined. But there's those. The second most recent purchase are some Jimmy Choos. They are the Avenue 85s, and I got them in the color biscuit. I got a 40.5, and they're Napa leather. I just wore these yesterday, honey. Styling and profiling through Target. I ain't even had nowhere to go. But this is how they look. Cute. They're just some simple new sandals. And these came in the box with dust bags. And I do believe they were new or very lightly used. The wear they have now is the wear that I've put on them. When I got them, there was no wear at all at the bottom of them. So that's all my hard work. I'm a heavy walker, and I'm very hard on shoes. So all my shoes, after I wear them like 2 or 3 times, they be looking like this. So that's just neither here nor there. But yeah, love them. The only thing is I got them in a 40.5. I wish I would have got a 41, because my toes be almost about to come off the front if I don't, you know, while I'm walking. So yeah. The RealReal has like a sliding scale from like fair to pristine as far as the condition, and I think they do a pretty good job of labeling the items, because most of the time when it says something is pristine, it's pristine. When it says it's something is good, I mean, in my eyes sometimes they say it's good, and I look at it and I'm like, this is excellent. Like, there's no mark, there's no this, there's no that. So I think they do a fair job of labeling the items. You're not getting stuff that's marked as pristine and then it has, you know, wear and tear on it. Well, I haven't received any items like that. So yeah, I wanted to add that in there. Third most recent purchase, I actually got these last year. These Gucci rubber sandals. And as you can see, I got a thing going. I like this style of sandal because you can dress it up or dress it down. Like, I could easily wear these with this dress that I'm wearing today and look, you know, summer vibe, but not overdressed. So I like this style, kind of a low heel sandal, not super flat, but still a little bit dressy. These were brand new. I bought these brand new, and I bought them. They had just been released. I saw them at Nordstrom. I think they were $500 or $600, and I was like, $500-$600 for some rubber shoes? I'm like, I don't know about that. So I went on the Real. I was probably wasn't even looking for these, because honestly, it's rare that they have like newer style available in my size. I'm a size between 9 and 10 most of the time, sometimes like 11 and 15 depending on the design. But yeah, so I was not expecting for them to have these on there, because they had just came out, and sure enough, they had them on there brand new, y'all. I did all these stuffs that's on these and everything. I did that. They were completely brand new in the box with the dust bags, and I probably paid half or 60% of the price. Like I said, they were $500. I know I paid less than $300 for them, so between $200 and $250, and I got them brand new. Like, you can see that. Now the thing about the Real is stuff come and go quick, okay? Especially if it's a new design or like, you know, popular. So you gotta be on there hunting, looking for your stuff, looking for your size, and sometimes you have to compromise, because I don't even wear a lot of pink, so I would have preferred to get those in like black or something. But I was like, I can't pass up on this, like 50% off, 60% off, and in my size, and brand new in pristine condition. I'm gonna get them. You know what I'm saying? That's just what comes with the territory of shopping secondhand. So yeah, those were a great buy. Now I've purchased 2 handbags, or what they will call handbags, from the Real. This one is Tory Burch cream colored bucket bag. When I purchased it, it was in pristine condition. It's still in fairly good condition. It has a couple of scuffs at the bottom and a scuff right here, but other than that, it's still in great condition. Real leather, has gold hardware. And the inside is just standard suede with one pocket. And I wanted to return this when I first got it, because it was too big. It's still kind of too big for me. I don't wear it a lot because it's just big. Like, I'm not a big purse girl, so I really wanted to return it. But at that time, there were no return. There was a no return policy, and there was no other added option to pay to return the handbag. So I was just like, well, I'm going to keep her and use her, you know, for when I need space. So yeah, and I paid less than $200. And if you know, right now Tory Burch prices are like astronomical. Like, I was just in Nordstrom, and like their little standard size little handbags are like $500-$600 now, and I'm just like, Tory, what you doing, girl? Like, you used to be $200-$300 range, not everything over $500. But anyway, yeah, so there's that. And then this, I really wanted this purse. Well, I use it as a laptop bag, but this lavender Telfar. Now, today, you can get a Telfar through Telfar pretty easily. If you sign up for their email list, they, you know, consistently have releases or whatever you call it, you can get a Telfar. When I got this Telfar, you could not get a Telfar. Like, they were selling out in seconds. So, of course, I paid a little upcharge from the standard pricing. You know, on Telfar, it's maybe like $191 or something like that. I probably paid like $250. But it wasn't astronomical, and it was brand new. There was no wear at all. I'm pretty sure a lot of people was just buying them up and reselling them, because this one was brand new. All of the damage has been from me. And some from my cats too. I see some bite marks on here. Yeah. Cats is bad as hell. But anyway, yeah, and I use this bag every day for my lifetime, my work bag, and I love it. Yeah. Oh, and this was the very first item that I purchased from the Real when I was dipping my toe into the whole designer, luxury designer game. So it's just some brown Gucci wedges. These are probably vintage at this point. They look like the style that came out in the 90s or early 2000s, but I still wear stuff like this, and they go good with a lot of little boho type outfits, you know, like a denim skirt, or yeah, just a little different boho type outfits. So I probably paid I don't know, maybe 90 to 100 bucks for these. They were super cheap. But they still in pretty good condition. Like, the bottoms, they are real hard bottoms, so they're not gonna get scuffed all up like the others, but they don't have any scuffs on the top either. Vintage Gucci sandals. So those are the items that I purchased from The RealReal, and I'm always on there looking for things when I decide that I want to make a new luxury purchase. Typically I go there first before I go to like the main retailer or a department store, because you just never know, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of them people that's like stuck on a specific style. I don't gotta get that exact style. Like, I might like a few different styles of a category. So going on The RealReal sometimes can help me realize, like, oh, I like this style, and this style is more, you know, more available, or it's better, it's a better price, or what have you. So it's a good way to research, you know, vintage and older archive styles and stuff like that, because I noticed that a lot of these designers just release styles from 10, 20 years ago, and then they're changing the price to, you know, 2, 3, 4 times the original price, but the style is the same. I've seen it with Gucci, I've seen it with Fendi, I've seen it with LV. So sometimes, you know, it's like, why go pay $6,500 for this Gucci, you know, 2024 purse, when The RealReal or one of these other secondhand luxury retailers have it for, you know, $2,000 or $1,500. Yeah, it's not new. Yeah, somebody else wore it, whatever the case may be. But if you like that style, then none of that really matters. So, you know, if you've never shopped at The RealReal, I say give it a try. I say start with items that are on a lower price scale. If you're thinking about purchasing a handbag, an expensive handbag, I say use that returnable option, because you just never know, you might get it and not love it, or feel like you don't, you know, isn't what you expected and need to be able to return it. So there's that. But as far as the shoes, I mean, you know, jewelry, other stuff, everything else is returnable. So even if you don't, you know, want to buy handbags from there, you know, they have a lot of other options. They sell men's as well, and they sell like home items and stuff. I don't know, y'all tell me, am I tripping? Like, I would never buy a luxury, like, bougie candle. Like, am I tripping? Because I don't want to pay like $100 or $70 or whatever for a candle, like something that you're gonna burn and it's gonna be gone. And people be on here like, this smells so good. I'm like, that candle don't smell no different than a damn Yankee candle or a candle from TJ Maxx or wherever. It came for $70. I just don't believe it. So yeah, like, I went to a place and made a candle. Literally picked out my own scents, and the guy showed us how to make it, and that whole experience was like 45 bucks. So you want me to pay $70, $80 for a candle that y'all had already made? I don't got no say so in, and I can make a candle for cheaper than that? It's like, no. But yeah, certain stuff, I'm just like, I'll never spend that much on it. Like, I'm not into luxury clothes. Like, ready to wear is just like, girl, I don't care who name is on it. Now, I might get me a stunt piece, you know what I'm saying? Like a Gucci shirt or something like that. If I just really want to stunt hard, or like something with the Fendi logo on it. But that's gonna be like 1, 2, few far in between pieces. I'm not packing my wardrobe full of $1,000 jackets, $500 jeans, stuff like that, because I just don't hold on to clothes long enough to be spending money on that. And I just don't care about clothes as much as I care about like accessories. Like, I like my clothes to look nice, and I like to look nice or whatever. But I'm not like, oh, it has to, you know, be, I don't know, like a designer or whatever. I don't know. I'm not into fast fashion like that, but I'm definitely not into luxury items. I can barely pay $100 for something. Like, that's a hard one. For me to pay $100 for one clothing item, and it's not like a, you know, an evening gown or something, it's like, you know, okay, maybe, but $1,000 for a dress, $500, $300, I be looking at that shit like, this look like something from H&M. Y'all got me twisted. So anyway, I'm going on a tangent, but that's my review of The RealReal. Give them a try if you have not.